Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hello, hello. All right. First things first, as always, go check on the squadron, see how they're doing. That person just changed colors right in front of me. Wait, did I see something? That was really weird. Like tricked my brain. All right. What do we got? What am I doing wrong? Because I feel like I'm doing something wrong. This is the third failure in a row. Something's not right. Is it because I have 2 tanks? Is there anybody? I should have grabbed that. Well, it's a gladiator though, it's just in their tank. Also, I wish to serve under an officer whose hands can create as well as destroy. Like, where would I put you though? I already, should I have 3 tanks? Should I just go all in on tanks? Oh boy, I don't have any. I don't know if I have any like things I could change. Maybe I should go for that. Oh, she has cool armor. But maybe I should go for stuff that can like change the classes. Sure, we'll just recruit you, why not? I probably need more people anyways. I do kind of want to go like all Lalafels, but also I could do all cat girls too. Oh, her armor's so cool. What the heck? It's amazing looking. Does all their armor change like as they level up? Oh yeah, I guess so. What do you... Oh my god. This squadron. What are we gonna do with you guys? Didn't even pass a mission. So how do I... Training courses. Okay, so I guess like the squadron attributes aren't dependent upon the actual like recruits you have. Looks like those are separate. So I mean I'm fine leaving all the stats like there are. I feel like I don't know, my tactical's so low, but does it really matter? Okay, squadron missions. Is there anything that can change jobs? I know I've seen like the books before, but it might be like more rare. Or it could be stuff that I have to buy from the like shop. Or the quartermaster. Let me go check that out real quick. Because maybe I can go and change somebody. Get that from the quartermaster, gotcha. Also, welcome Boogaloo, how you doing again? Today. They are these ones, right? I want like an offense one, right? So pugilist, archer, lancer, or rogue. So I need 3,000. That's not too bad. I'll need to get more tickets anyways to send them on new missions. We're just gonna get a couple of these in, just kind of stockpile up. There we go. Should be good for now. Okay. Then I will grab that. I probably should have grabbed this a long time ago. Or I guess like does... Okay, so here's my next question. Magics or offense? So I guess this is kind of like melee and this is like magic, but also healing. But how do I know like... Can anybody be anything? I guess is what I'm trying to say. I had one recruit that I got, but it was another tank. Like I have 3 tanks now. Okay, so it's not like one person is better at doing one thing. Like any of these recruits can be any job and it's totally fine. Yeah, this is a new person that I got, Yen. I don't love her. Well, I guess chemistry still works actually because I don't have any other Makote. Um, the mastery. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah, and like the we kind of like walk them through dungeons. Gotcha. Okay, so as I see the independent. Oh, they're all. I guess they're all independent. Okay. Oh, so then like if I go and take them through a dungeon with the command missions, then do I need to specify like a different battle tactic? Maybe. You can, but you don't have to. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I guess I could take one of these and turn them into a, like a DPS. So I have one range DPS. So maybe I should go for like a melee DPS then, to kind of like balance it out. So now I have like Conjure, Archer. Maybe I'll do like a Gladiator and then. I mean, does like what's the difference between Gladiator and a Marauder? Like, does that really matter? Or is it just kind of like, if it's a DPS, it's a DPS. If it's a healer, it's a healer. Like, why would I want to? Oh, I guess. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here I see it. Oh, but I suppose like all of the stats are the same, except for Pugilist for some reason. I guess it has higher. That middle stat. I forgot what that one was. Okay, I see. So it is like slightly different. Okay. Yeah, let's turn him into like a melee DPS. Or yeah. So we'll go like maybe Lancer, Rogue, or Pugilist. I guess I can also like see what I'm low on and maybe change him to that class instead. Be a little more efficient about it. Oops. Okay, offense, yes. Alright, Beast Legend Monster. Let's turn one of the Marauders into something different, because there's no reason I need two of them. We'll do... Does the blue name matter? Why does some have blue names, some have red names? We'll do Kamomo. So I probably want to go like... I'm thinking maybe like Rogue? I don't really know why I'm deciding that, but I'm trying to go more for like the tactical, so let's do that. Or I guess if I go like Pugilist, it's a little more even. But do I really need to be even? Yeah, let's go Rogue. Okay. I like how they still have the giant axe in like the profile picture. I guess like only they have. Oh, they have like a bow and arrow. Alright. Just send them on like a nice easy mission. Oh, did I have kept them as a Marauder? Did I just like remove their unique outfit? Did I mess up? Okay, so now everything's like out of balance. Okay, it's like even worse now. I can see them back there. Well, I see them. Yeah, I see them over there. Like their outfit's different, but I don't really remember what their outfit was before. So now I'm worried that like I changed them to a rogue. Like things are messed up now. Oh, this was their unique outfit, is the dress? Oh, just change their weapons then, I suppose, what you're saying. Okay, can I even do any of these now? Probably not, right? Oh yeah, I wondered why they all had like kind of the blue aura around them. This person has like a green aura around him. Okay, so then, yeah, and also has like a unique outfit. So it's just the outfit, it's not like the weapons really matter. And the weapons change depending upon their class, but the outfits is unique. Gotcha, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I see that now. So she like always has a dress. I think like I vaguely remember that dress now. But I'd look at it. Yeah, I saw the glamour option as well. Okay, well I pretty much can't do any of these now. I feel like switching to 2 DPS made my stats even worse. So I might need to kind of like reorganize things. I guess I could take a level 41 just to get her leveled up. Just get her to like 50 and then I can kind of readjust all of the stats. Yeah, I'll do like the gold sauce one. Okay, that should be good for now. And I'll come back like tomorrow, maybe off stream and check on them all. Okay, I think I kind of got things figured out. Oh, I don't know. Ooh. All right. Let's head to back to over here. That's right. Yeah, we gotta go stop Titan from being summoned. Follow Gabu and Ali's in. He's probably summoned by now. Yeah, sorry guys. Ugh. It's okay. We can fight him again, right? Or I guess the Warrior of Darkness will probably kill him first. What? What? Are those? Oh, they're not connected. Oh, come on. We can go the long way around. I'm assuming it'll be like similar to maybe the Garuda, where it's like another dungeon to go and stop the Primal from being summoned. And then I wonder if we'll do like Ifrit next. In here. Hello. Ah, I take it this is the Aetheryte we seek. Right then. As soon as Alphino arrives, we go. I trust you're feeling suitably heroic, Plunko. There's no telling what sort of resistance we'll face in there. Or is this like a... Oh, this might be like a level sync kind of event. Quickly, you clods. Briskly, swiftly, quickly. I will not suffer any further delays. Like his little, like, scepter. Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers here? But how did you... Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they? Ugh. I don't think they're doing alright. Oh, poor guy. Mother? Father? Look how tiny he is compared to them. Oak for the furnace? You monster, how could you? We are but servants of the Lord of Crags. We are his, that he may drink of our blood and partake of our flesh, that he might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the overdwellers. No, Alize, not yet. I understand, Patriarch. I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. I would do anything to protect your people, anything to deliver them from despair, whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you have brought suffering on your own kith and kin. You have sacrificed the lives of very people who sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody course, cease your attempts to summon your god, and work with us, together, to build a lasting peace. Another piece to be abandoned at the overdweller's convenience. Oops, sorry about that. You taken, you taken, you taken. You have had your fill. You sue for peace. You promise that this time is the last, until you grow hungry again. Oh, thank you. I love my Lalafil. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for the follow as well. And when we dare to defend ourselves, you declare that this beast tribe cannot be suffered to live, that our god drains the land of ether and brings naught but suffering, death, destruction, suffering upon us all. I will hear no more lies from you and yours, Overdweller. You've ruined your own lands, you'll not ruin ours. I love his like tiny little scepter that he has. It's so adorable. But also I feel bad for Gabu. I said I'd come for you, and I did. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Oh no, poor little guy. Oh no, I can't read this. No, this is too sad. Say something. Please. Please. Oh, Gabu. Please. Uh-oh. Doesn't seem good. Did he like... Is Gabu like inadvertently summoning Titan? Oh no, buddy. This does not seem good. Oh, poor guy. I feel so bad for him. I'm assuming like all his emotions and his kind of cries for help and his sadness brought Titan. Well, looks like we're in for another primal fight. Oh god. Seven hells. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. No. Alphino, leave him to me. The carbuncles on his face. We must away. Yeah, because isn't it dangerous for like Alphino and Alize to be here? Can't they like become under the control of the primal? This is very silly though. Look at tiny little carbuncles tying up the primal. Well, I guess we're in for another primal fight. Looks like it. Oh, they're not affected by it? Oh, interesting. I know the other Scions are, right? That's why, like, during the containment bay stuff, like, they stayed away while, like, Krile and me went in. Ah, the 12. How could I be so foolish? I should have known better than to let Gabu accompany us, given what we are like to find. His anguish and despair have served to birth a primal, just as surely as would the supplications of the faithful. Worse, being born of such tumultuous emotion, this incarnation of Titan seems incapable of naught but violence. If we have one cause for optimism, it is that while many crystals were present, they represented but a fraction of the quantity intended for the summoning ritual, meaning that Titan must be far weaker than planned. That's good, at least. Be that as it may, he is yet a primal. The longer we leave him to bleed the land of ether, the stronger he will grow. And should Titan be permitted to leave Ogamoro, more lives will be lost. The Maelstrom would rally their troops and the cycle will continue. Plunko, you know it must be done. Will you face the Lords of Crags once more? Thank you, my friend. Aliza and I will tend to Gabu. When you are finished with the primal, look for us at Camp Overlook. We'll be expecting you. Is this like a trial? I put in US. Confront Titan. Oh wait. Hold on, am I doing a Realm Reborn trial? Wait. Is it making me go back and redo this? Oh, interesting. That's so fun. Okay, I thought it'd be like a new, like an entirely new trial, but it's just making me go back and do like a Realm Reborn one. Well, I probably won't find a group for this. Let's just do unrestricted. Oh, the hard mode one? Oh yeah, I see. You're right. We'll see if I can find a group for it then. That'd be fun. If not, I can always just like solo it. That'd be a lot faster, but 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll just solo it. Yeah, I soloed them all in the past before, so yeah, it won't be bad at all. There we go. Interesting. I didn't think that they would like make us go back and do kind of like old content for like newer stuff. That's cool. I will say that I think like out of all of the original primals, this one might be my least favorite. I definitely like Garuda the most. And like the Freed fight's really fun too. With like all the fire effects, but this one just kind of seems, I don't know. It was never really my favorite. The music's like decent as well, but the Garuda fight's just so much more enjoyable. I'm trying to think of what my favorite primal fight is though. Like out of all of them that I've done so far. I think maybe like Shiva, honestly, is my favorite. Either like Shiva or one of the containment bays. Like maybe I did really like the goddess. That was really good. Yeah, Shiva's a really fun fight. The music's really good. I love when she steps on you. That's my favorite part. I think that one might be my favorite. I think Maga Mog's really good as well. I do like that. That's a fun fight just because of the music. Yeah. I guess like Thornton was pretty good. Yeah, I think like, yeah, I think she was probably my favorite, and then Containment Bay. Okay, well that was easy. Let's head back then, and finish this up. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick. So give me 1 moment. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. And I'm heading this way. Oh, little, he's so adorable. Look at him. He's so cute by the fire. Ah, there it is. Did I not tell you he would return safe and sound? The deed is done then? Titan is no more? Good. There has been enough tragedy this day. He has been like this since he regained consciousness. We believe he can hear us, but he has made no attempt to respond. He is almost certainly still in shock, but we cannot discount the possibility that he succumbed to the Primal's influence. Should that prove to be the case, he must be put to death, like any other thrall. Such is this alliance's policy, yes? You have the right of it. But we must not rush to conclusions. After all, we once feared that Ysael's followers were beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted Ishgard's peace. The little guy. We can but wait, or we can but watch, wait, and pray. I love Alize's new outfit. I almost like it more than like Alphina's outfit. It's really good. There is not to be gained from dwelling on an eventuality over which we have no control, much less one which we may never come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters. Informing Commander Bloyedin of Titan's demise, for example. We may be certain that he'll be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? Sure. All the Rogadin have such like crazy names that I can never pronounce. Ah, you're a sight for sore eyes. When the others came back without you, I feared the worst, but they said you had matters well in hand. All settled then, is it? I'm glad to hear it, but not half as glad as my men will be, believe you me. Regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, a primal's a primal, and there ain't a soul in the Maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong, like, we were all prepared to do our part, but we weren't so naive as to think we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which, my friend, sounds to me like cause for celebration. Now, I know you'll lot have places to be, but why not stay the night? We'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane. Can Gabu become a Scion? Can we take him with? Can we take him with us? Can he join the Scions? I love him.
Who goes there?
Ooh, yeah, voice acting.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp. He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas. It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences.
I'll answer
My
after the
heart aches
cutscene.
more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom How these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me. But when Grandfather revealed the whole truth of the calamity to us, I finally understood. And I resolved there and then to continue his legacy in my own way. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve, and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing. We have to try, do we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the warriors of darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger, of you. Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
Yeah, the voice acting is incredible. I'm like thoroughly impressed by all the characters. I think Kral's my favorite in terms of like voice acting. Just an incredible character, very well voiced. Yeah, I've been loving the story so far. I've been having such a great time with everything, and yeah, it's been fantastic. Really enjoying it. Yeah, I think Kral's like slowly becoming one of my new favorite characters, for sure. Just incredible voice acting, like I said. Just a very good like character. I like how like steadfast she is. I mentioned this a while back, but I feel like a lot of the Scions are like still trying to like figure themselves out, if that makes sense. Especially like Alphino, Alize, even like Y'shtola and Thancred, I feel like are kind of going through like changes and like trying to figure out who they are and what they want. But I like Krile because she comes across as very like, I know who I am, I know what I want, I'm very like steadfast in my resolve, kind of like almost like kind of like a motherly like personality of their characters, which is really nice. Just kind of like a good contrast to the rest of the Scions. Let's see. I mean, we gotta mention like Estinian and Ysayle, right? But also like Alphino was there too. But Alphino is always there. Yeah, we gotta mention Estinian and Ysayle. Such big parts of the story.
Gods! They must have been at each other's throats from dawn till dusk. I dare say you managed to keep the peace, though.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to like. I really hope she kind of stays like a full-time member, and doesn't get like the Moonbreeder treatment.
The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, warrior of light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on, for the sake of those we hold dear.
It's good to see more Alize too, because I feel like she wasn't really a major part of this expansion. Kind of the last time I saw her was during the Binding Coils. So it's good to kind of have her back, and I feel like Alphino needs some like friendly faces around him. He's always like going through something. Wait, is he in the Waking Sands? Okay, so that definitely is Orange then.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
But that's not Urianger's voice, though.
Every tool has its purpose. Even this. Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's thoughts. And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting
Okay, it is
to hold a
Urianger.
candle for your old friends after all.
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone.
So I'm assuming old friends, he means
With
the
thine own
Scions?
hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all too delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
Very well. Draw him out.
Is this the Waking
We'll make it
Sands?
quick.
No, I feel like I've been here. This place looks
It
familiar.
shall be done.
I think I know where this place is in Ul'dah. At first I thought it was Waking Sands, like the architecture, but this looks different. I think this is where we like went to go find
Creed one
Nanamo's
cannot uphold.
servant.
What hurts soothed. What lives saved. Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands? Minfilia, my friends.
Okay, it is 100%.
I shall not
Urianger.
now beg your forgiveness. Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall I.
Oh, Urianger, what are you doing? What are you up to? I don't like this. Oh boy. But yeah, I'm pretty sure where they were at was a place that I've been to before in Ul'dah. I can't remember exactly where. Maybe it was like somewhere like over here. The Silver Bazaar, I think. I remember like wherever, it just looks like the same places when I went to go find the Sultana's like serpent. Okay, but yeah, now it's like pretty clear that that like masked person is Urianger. So Urianger kind of has like a bigger hand in this than I initially thought. What ho, Plunko? I trust you had a good night's rest. I was, but this moment, speaking with Thancred and Y'shtola via Link Pearl. They had some interesting news to share. Apparently, during the course of their respective investigations, both came across crates with which had once borne Ishgardian seals. It would seem that someone in the capital has been very busy indeed. Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation. Sir Amric believes that it is only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we shall have to wait and see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look into the recent activities of the other tribes, in case they too are flush with Ishgardian crystals, and with that in mind, I suggest we pay Urianger another... Wait, where is Alize? She was here a moment ago with Gabu. And I still think that Alize knows, like, Urianger was talking with the Ascians. That's kind of why she's, like, seemed a little, I don't know. I wouldn't say, like, weird around him, but she kind of, like, pressed him for information, or kind of, like, hinted at knowing something. Yeah, where is Alize? Oh, over here. Let me guess. It's time to leave, isn't it? Yeah, but we're taking Gabu with us. I've made the executive decision. My apologies for disappearing again. If it has any consolation, I've already packed my things. How is he? Or maybe the camp will adopt him. Brother, Commander Bloyton, something tells me you're not solely here out of concern for his welfare. Do they still think he's, like, tainted? But, to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with the same expression on his face. No. You will look after him, won't you, Commander? And treat him with every kindness? He's still in there, I know it. Beneath the anguish and the despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given a chance, until he comes back to us, until we know for certain that what has become of him. Aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, and nor will Maelstrom Command. Oh, that's good. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to... And I know I cannot possibly understand. Mayhap there is nothing I can do or say. And the pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with the love for them, and never ever forget. Come along, little one. Why is it like... Why is it like these like little tiny stories like here and there make me so damn emotional? I will remember them. And you, Alize. Thank you. It's just like every once in a while there's like a random story that just like hits me in the feels. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go cry now. Oh, little Gabu. He's still in there. Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time, he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. A 1,000 times over, aye. There will be a reckoning. Alright. Return to the Waking Sands. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, yeah, they did a really good job, like, toying with your emotions and making you feel things. They're very good at that. It's very easy to connect with the characters and the story and kind of get like invested in everybody's lives. Everything feels like it kind of has like weight too, which is really nice. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry, Andre, I don't even know if I want to talk to you right now. We have heard the glad tidings from Omo Gomorrah, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsa Lominsa may rest easy. I should like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friend to dispatch him before the Warrior of Darkness could make matters worse. 'Twas by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I've known Gabu for like what? Like less than a half an hour, like the whole between the whole entire quest line, and I already like want to do anything I can for him. Then let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavy on my lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the Garum oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the Warrior of Darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracle paints the most disturbing picture, one of words parallel to our own, apart, yet linked, reduced to ruin with every humble calamity. 7 times have they succeeded. Then of 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Sounds like a riddle. Wait. Then of 10 and 3... Oh, so there's 13 worlds in total. 6 worlds have been destroyed, and then there's 7 worlds... Or 7 worlds have been destroyed, and there's only 6 worlds left? Is how I'm understanding it? So it's not... Is it 7 calamities that this world has encountered, or just like all of the realms separately? I'm still not super familiar with like how the like the ages are kind of like separated and designated. I know there's like umbral and astral and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not really sure like what those represent. What that means, because I thought like originally this single world that we're on right now has been through 7 calamities, but it sounds like 7 calamities have happened across like all of the realms individually. 7 of the worlds have been destroyed. Okay, so umbral is after calamity, astral is like during reconstruction. Okay, gotcha. So it's kind of like back and forth then, like umbral and then astral and umbral and astral. Okay. All is... Okay, yeah, and this is the 7th... Umbral? No, this would be 7th astral, right? Because I guess we're in, yeah, reconstruction. Gotcha. All is as my lady Minfilia spake to us, unto us. Wait, spake onto thee? Okay, yeah, in this world. Gotcha. As for it becometh of these reflections when they in the source are rejoined, frail flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow into the endless seas, there to endure as one and none. Then, and if the world of darkness succeeded, everyone in their world would die? In essence, the verse speaketh the renunciation of the flesh and the subsequent return to the life stream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to transcendent light in the manner of the Warrior of Darkness described, it would give way into a void where none may know either life nor death. So the void is what happened with Una Kalai's world. It like turned into the void. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul who returneth into the source may be born anew, saved. Such at least is their belief, I surmise. You surmise? I feel like you know all of this. If that is true then, Gods, no one should have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on the subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. It would seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered into the hands of certain Alamegan parties. Alamegans? Strange. And you believe this to be the work of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of doubt, and lest thou wonder at their motives, I would remind you that the Ascians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Ralgar. The individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Alamegan liberation. It may also interest thee to know that the Ishgardian suppliers appeared to be none other than the remnants of Alain Roel's network of spies. Surely you jest, and yet, it is not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Ascians, assuming that they even know, or care who their new employers are. All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me, we must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Lumko Alize, will you come with me to Little Alamiko? Will we find Eden Papalimo? So yeah, she keeps on like looking at him. So I know that she knows. She doesn't want to say anything yet. Yes, of course. I would like to hear what they have to say for themselves, firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Look at... She knows. She knows something. Alphino, Alize, Plumko, are you three listening? Good, I have tidings. A couple knights have raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were in the employment of, and I hope you're sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them, and the crystals too? We have remained I. Regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. It was bound for Little Alamigo, we are told. There it will be received by members of a local resistance group. Since Sir Emmerich's men no longer have need of my services, I have a mind to head that way. As do we. By happy coincidence, we learned of the shipments but a few moments ago. And there I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Lights and his little helpers. Wait a moment, there's more. And I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employment of one Alain Roel, the infamous Ivy herself. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that... Thancred, with whom else have you shared this information? Of the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Yshtola next, but is there someone else you would have me notify first? No, it's like, how could Urianger know all this information? No, there isn't. Alize, just tell us what's going on. I don't know why she's like holding out so long to just tell us like her concerns. What in the world has gone into her? It is twice now that we have sought Urianger's aid, and twice she has treated him as if he were a stranger. The Archon was once of Grandfather's most dedicated pupils, and spent as much time at the Leveler estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later, though, little amigo waits. Beneath the star-filled sky. Yeah, I wonder if we will bump into Ida and Papalimo. Because they should be working with Alamigo, right? We're kind of working with the Resistance. I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me. It has been a long day. You have something to say? Urianger? Oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head, now more than ever. Listen, Plumko, if anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know that I'm prepared to do what must be done. Right then, that was a little cryptic. More pressing matters. Since we have no idea where Thancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. Who is that? So to review, we are reliably informed that members of the Megan resistance operating here have taken receipts of several large shipments of crystals. Our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here can be wholly unaware of the resistance movements. The challenge, of course, will be to find individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces. Blanca, why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of the town? Alize and I will do the same in the west, and afterwards we can rendezvous here and share our feelings. Okay. Wasn't there like a leader here as well that we worked with in A Realm Reborn? I feel like we should be somewhat familiar with the members here. Let me guess. You come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friend. You're not the first to answer the Griffin's call. While he's lit a fire in every Ala Mhigan's heart, he also inspired more than a few Dons to pledge themselves to the cause. And little wonder the Garleans won't stop until we're all under the yoke. I feel like... I don't know if it's going to be like in this kind of patch content for Heavensward, but I still have like a strong suspicion that Stormblood, the next expansion, will be about like Ala Mhiga and kind of reclaiming that. It seems like it's been kind of like an ongoing thing in the background, and I feel like kind of as the story progresses, it's becoming more and more prominent, especially now that like kind of Ida and Papalymo are kind of in that story. I feel like this is gonna be like the next direction is kind of heading towards that part of the world and kind of checking out what's going on over there. Let's see. I see you are going around asking questions, looking for the Griffin and his lot, Albert. Seems like they talk a little Amiga these days. Folk wondering what he's about and what he's got in stores to the Garleans, and what's under that mask of his, of course. Stormblood is cool. I'm excited. From what I've been told, it just gets better and better, so I'm looking forward to like kind of all the new stuff that they have and what's going to change. I'm excited. Some say he's hardly got a face, with all the scars. Others reckon he's been marked by death by the Emperor, and that they sent a bloody legion if they knew he was here. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, so I guess like the masked person is... we say Griffin was his name? Where's this last person? There we go. The Resistance? Damn if I know. It's not as if I'd be any use to them. If you set store all these tales to your weapons, good luck to you. But I'm too old for the mask's bedtime stories. This is our lot, and it's time we got used to it. I feel so bad for them all. I suppose I should ask what you learned, but I think I already know. The Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction with the Resistance, the Masks. Yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them. Only that they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Ala Mhigan liberation is unrivaled, but we can but hope the revolutionary fever is never channeled into the direction of a rival. Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipment, we yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm any suspicions, and mayhap enlist his help while I'm about it. Given that you and Skandabald are already acquainted, mayhap I would be best if you look to the lead, shall we? Much as it pleases me to see you again, Plunko, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and yours have been asking questions. The Griffin, I know of him, as do y'all. He and his masks have become the leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was suspicion at first given his secretive ways, he proved himself as charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished. But I have not forgotten Wilred. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the sunken temple of Karn. Go and see him with your own eyes, weigh his words with your own hearts. How convenient. 'Tis but a pity Thancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. Does that Chocobo have arms? Wait. Why does it look like it have arms? I don't like that. That's kind of creepy looking. I know it's just like the armor, but I don't want to think of like a Chocobo having giant arms. Okay, let's head to the Second Temple of Karn. Don't worry about them. Yeah, I've seen that before. Like people 3D printing arms for chickens, yeah. It's very silly, even though a little unsettling. Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within. I wonder if this is someone we know or like a new character.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us. And they have murdered us. But no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, For we have a power within us, my friends.
Don't make you sing
a
power of them.
befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamegan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Albania once more.
Yeah, I'm assuming he means the power of primal, which is not what we want. Oh boy, that was a good speech though. I'm a little concerned.
Power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that.
Yeah.
Wait, is that...
No, there's no way. There's no way this is how we see them.
What are you two doing here?
There's no way. We just like happen to stumble across them.
I could ask you the
Sounds
same
right.
thing.
We just like literally just like, oh my god, I'm so happy.
Well, well, this is quite the surprise.
This is, I was like, I'm speechless.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel,
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
I knew they'd be here, but I thought it'd be like a much longer process to go find them. I didn't think that we just happen to see them. It's so comical. Oh, I'm so glad they're alive. I'm so glad they're back. Like all the Scions are back except for one. Let's not talk about that. Oh, Pabli Monita, I love you too. You guys are the best. I love them. Oh, I'm so glad they're alive and good. So happy. It's kind of funny though, like the giant, like long process of finding Y'shtola and Minfilia and Thancred, and like all it took to kind of like, you know, get them back to the Scions, and then we just like happened to stumble across Pabli Monita. Seems very fitting for their characters to kind of like happen to see them. Words cannot express how glad I am to see you both alive and well. And you. That was pretty obvious you and Plunkett would be fine. The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions delivered, or divided as they were, distracted by the better part of Eorsia. But if you truly believe that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? Repaying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Ul'dah, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right. They smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo, all at great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. While we learned of the Scion's exoneration, that Lodreach had been severed of all ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General Raubon had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact, but having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gathered from your probably puzzled expression, however, that you never received it. To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the masks are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we have also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffin mistrusts the Scions, the Seventh Dawn. Curious. It is well known that we are no friends to Garlemald. One would think the man we saw beseech all and sundry to join this cause would welcome our support. I should say that the man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rabble-rouser to boot. It would not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of all of this. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. What? It's not as if I was making all of you wear one, and mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. I was gonna say that she wears a mask too. Anyway, we have heard the Griffin was due to give a speech. We thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the... to get a better sense of the man. For all the good it did. And now you have the whole of it, heard the whole of it. But tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Summoning? You're not serious. I can't believe it. Your resistance would never entertain such a ridiculous plan. The Griffin, well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that with the speech we heard today was not the first to make the reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The masks have made such claims of late. I confess, I'd assumed it would be mere bluster, but in the context of the shipments which you spoke, it is not impossible, as they are alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together. If anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Indeed, that is assuming you'll have us. Of course, why would I say no? We're so happy that you're all back. So much to tell you. Thancred, Justola, Menphilia, Kryl. So much to tell you guys. We've been so busy while you guys were away. If, as you suspect, the Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a primal, we must needs obtain confirmation while there is yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he were one of Griffin's closest associates, and while he may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he can probably tell us the mask's plans in broad strokes. Like the man whom he impersonates, however, he is wary of outsiders. He will not expose himself without a suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You and Alphina will pose as adventurers fallen on hard times, inspired by his words to take up arms for a noble cause. Ida and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements and testify as to your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurance still ringing in his ears, he will decide to welcome you in person, and we will arrange a meeting. You will need to look the part that we might maintain the charade until we have him cornered, at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Talbot, and to have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? It all seems simple enough, thank you. And with that, Plunko, let us be off. Deliver the sack of gil to Talbot. Okay. Whew, lots of going on. Oh, well, now I can't wait for all the Scions to be together, like Tataru and Justola and Thancred. I can't wait for them to meet Ida and Papalymo. You want to buy what? I don't know what you're up to, but I want no part of it. How about a sack of gold? Will that change your mind? Well, here are the ones with the gil, and seeing as your friends the Papalymo. There, tunics and slot for the both of you, tailored and treated to your tastes. Now off with you before someone sees us together. Clothes maketh the man, as they say. Right then, I will go and change and see you at the same spot, or the spot Papalymo marked on our maps. Okay, I'll send you a change as well. Oops, where am I going? There we are. Well, look at us, a pair of down-to-heel adventurers seeking a chance to recapture past glories. Yes, this should suffice. As now we play the waiting game.
My thanks, comrades.
It was voice acting.
You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why,
Wow,
one might
Alpha, be a
even
little
think
more
you are
subtle,
planning to
dude.
summon a primal. Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends.
I thought we were gonna
Our
like.
Ishgardian allies have since detained.
Okay, we're
lest
just
you
like
wonder.
telling him everything right now. I'm not even like trying to be subtle.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
I thought we were gonna like infiltrate and try to like rise up the ranks.
The famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja.
Oh.
In exchange for crystals to summon their god,
So it's
they
it's
will
a fruit.
aid us in
It's
the
a fruit.
fight for Alamegan liberation.
That makes sense.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
What proof do you
Is-
have of this arrangement with the Amalja?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god. Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
Yeah, I'm aware it's just Minfilia, me, Krile, and I
If there's cash
guess
to be found, Ida
yeah, I
and
guess you
will
can consider
find
like
it.
Unakale if you consider him like a scion or part of that group.
Then let us be off. Are you perchance the Warrior of Light?
Maybe. Maybe.
Aye. I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave man can make a difference. You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago.
Do we know who this character is then?
On
Or is
behalf
it just
of my
kind of-
brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
Wait. It's the Griffin?
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
I'm like trying to remember back at that. It's like too far ago. Long ago.
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
Ida is from Alamigo, right? Like, she's Alamigan? I know Raubon is. I'm trying to like other characters who are Alamigan. Can I change my clothing now? Before I forget. There we go. Warmill, he said. Do you remember? Forgive me, you cannot be expected to recall every name and face. Yeah, see, okay. You're exactly right, Alphino. I cannot be expected to recall every name and face. And besides, it's not that this like spoke so true to me because I don't remember every name and face. I forget them immediately. And besides, it's not that as it matters. I have long admired how you live in the present, how you focus on the problems at hand and always keep moving forward. So let us keep moving forward together, Plumko. We must find and secure those crystals. This is no time for looking back. Oh, Allie, thanks so much for the raid. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Hello, hello. I hope you had a lovely stream. I hope you're all doing very well today. Hello. My name is Plumko. I'm currently playing Final Fantasy. I'm assuming, Allie, you were playing Final Fantasy as well? I hope you had a lovely stream. Wait. Oh, no. Oh no, it's totally fine. Hello. Oh my god, I love your little like Tonberry emo. It's adorable. Although they kind of terrify me though. I'm thinking of that dungeon where they went up and stabbed you. Oh nice. I'm in like Heavensward right now. We just found like Ida and Papalimo, so I'm super excited. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's been great. This post game has been awesome. I cried earlier over Gabu. So it's been really good so far. I'm having a great time. But yeah, thanks so much for the raid. I hope you're all doing good today. Yeah. Yeah, it's been really good. We were saying earlier, but this game does like a very good job of like making you very emotionally invested into characters you've only seen for like 5 minutes. They like a very good job about like making the stories feel like they have weight, and yeah, it's just overall great. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what's next. Like I said, I'm very happy that Ida and Papalimo are back. So yeah, I've definitely been there before too, so I feel that. But yeah, it's just all kind of main story quests today, so kind of pushing through that. Oh yeah, thank you so much again for the raid. I really appreciate that. I hope you have like a lovely rest of your day. Okay, so let's keep moving forward together. Yes, yeah, for sure. For sure. So let's keep moving forward together, Plumko. We must find and secure those crystals. This is no time to be looking back. We'll just grab the silver pieces. Okay. Okay, so this is definitely Urianger. We've kind of established that. So I wonder if we'll run into him again. If we take the Griffin's Dublaz's word, and the crystals are now somewhere within Zaharak, ready to be put to use by the Amalsha, we must surprise Alize of all we have learned. I will join you both in Little Alamigo after I have changed. Okay. I wonder if Thancred's been here yet, or come back yet. Going here yet. Oh yeah, also Thancred gets to see Eden Papalimo again. Although they're not here though. Now that Thancred has finally arrived, mayhap you can share your latest findings. You mean to tell me that while we were worrying ourselves sick, Eden and Papalymo were here all along? Well, Y'shtola will be relieved, and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amalja. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ifrit even as we speak. We must make for Zaharak without delay. Agreed. If there is naught else to discuss, let us depart at once. I wonder if this will be a dungeon or if we will be going back and like fighting Ifrit. And so they go forth, in accordance with the Griffin's plan. The players gather to assume their marks on a stage wreathed in flame. Ere long, the curtain shall rise, in the drama of which I am author. Gods forgive me, shall at last be performed. Oh, dude, what are you up to? Naught else remaineth, save to stand with steady and ready and pray that the chance is seized, for never shall we know its like again. Hurry on, shame. Okay, sounds like some big stuff is coming up, so I kind of get like mentally prepared. I confess, I expected a warmer greeting, but we must not jump to conclusions, not until we have braved the Bowl of Embers. We must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. If you would make any final preparations, pray do so now. I shall await your signal. Guys, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Oh, okay. Last time several cutscenes will play in sequence happened, it wasn't that bad, right? Right? Was it? Okay. Let's just jump into it. I can't hesitate. Oh, and it's level sync too. All right. This seems like a very big moment.
Right.
I'm really
Amalja would
nervous.
never leave this place so poorly guarded.
I guess we'll just kind of sit back and watch. Oh.
Not willingly, no.
The saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
By the 12, will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the warrior of light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos. One life for one world.
Are we gonna fight?
A fair
right now?
exchange. Wouldn't you agree?
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Carbuncle! Defend me!
Oh, that's so adorable.
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Alize!
Did I not tell you, Alphino? I am not the girl I once was. My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
Okay, that's badass.
As Eorzea's blade of light once stood by my side, now I shall stand at his and defend this realm with all my might.
I don't think she pulled out a sword. It's kind of crazy.
Let's finish this.
Alright, I'm excited. Let's do it. Or find like all of them. It's interesting that there's only one warrior of light, but there's like multiple, you know, like of darkness people.
You shall fall soon enough.
We'll save the warrior of darkness for last. I probably should heal this. Oh, he just like resurrected all of them. Okay, I can't damage him. Probably until I defeat this person. God damn it, I can't break free. It ends now.
It ends.
Oh, sorry.
Now.
I'll let you talk.
What?
The chains!
I am so confused about Urianger. I just have no idea what's going on in that dude's
Snake.
head.
You would betray us as well?
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart.
I have no idea how to
Warrior
feel.
of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12! Urianger!
Mine apologies, Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
So is he like a double agent? Not like a double agent, but like...
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
Okay, so he's always with us. He just kind of infiltrated
Thou mayst,
the
my
Ascians. My emotions are everywhere right now.
by thy leave.
Yeah, no, he definitely got me. I like seriously started to like hate him to a point.
No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop.
Okay, well I'm glad that he's back. And like, not that he's back, but I'm glad that he's good.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance.
That sword is so
Channel your
cool
ether into my
looking.
blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. I cannot do it alone, but together we can defeat them. Make ready! They come!
Channel ether into Alize's blade.
I must have more ether.
This is really cool. Do I need to do something? Hold on. Oh. Where'd we go? Oh, there we go. Okay. Too busy in the fight.
The ether. It's not enough.
It's not enough. You mustn't channel so much at once. I might be a little confused. Oh, I see. Channel ether into Alize's blade. Oh boy. I'm almost dead, actually. Okay, I might be a little confused. What do I do? Oh, there we go. Maybe it just wasn't close enough.
I can feel it. Just a little more.
There we go. Now we're doing good progress. Okay.
Hurry it up, neighbor. I'll crush you.
How can I? I'm still a little confused with this fight. I thought I understood what was going on, but maybe not. Okay, I guess I keep on getting interrupted, that was why. There we go. Now we're good.
'Tis done. With this blade, I banish the darkness.
Oh, okay, that just like one-shot all of them.
Alize, are you hurt?
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
We are far from finished. Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt planes with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Wait!
It's like we need like the white aura site to kill them, like with the Ascians.
Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives. We were just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders, and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won! And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
What's so bad for them?
I've died before, Arbet. I'm not afraid to die again.
Like, I don't see them as an enemy, you know?
No matter how many times we fall, we must arise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
To have known the depth of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis-Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle. Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
What is this place?
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From 2 worlds do we gather, and from 2 worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the Mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Minfilia!
Blessed children of the First, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Sorry, I just want to read this again. I'm like, I don't know, I'm just gonna watch. Okay.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
So she's taking the light from their worlds?
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Heidelin. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Heidelin had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength longsword. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away!
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone, then?
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
Long have I watched you from Heidelin's side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hear me, servants of Heidelin. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home. We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
It is a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor.
Oh, I'm gonna cry now. Oh boy. Ah, what a game. What do I need to say right now? This is a free content patch. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what to think right now. It's just like so much. I like Urgonji's new outfit. I think it looks good. I prefer this over his like hooded outfit where he's all like kind of hidden. I like this. I like his robes, like his little like bags and trinkets. His like bouquet of flowers on his back. Speak thy mind. I do not expect forgiveness. Those things did not unfold as perhaps. I mean to say, I truly believe that she... Forgive me. I should not have spoken. It is not my place. It's just silent. This is how I feel right now. Like, I don't even really know what to think or say. Oh boy. It would seem we are in southern Thanalan again. Minfilia is doing, no doubt. May the 12 speed her on her way, and the Warrior of Darkness too. I cannot help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then return to the first, would they not? Or mayhaps that was their wish. Oh, I get a little wind-up moon breeda. I'll look all the scions together. So, I kind of like... I understand what happened. I'm just like a little confused in the details. On like, what Hydaelyn did, and what Minfilia did, and where the Warriors of Darkness are going. Like, I kind of get it, but it's just like so much at once. I'm trying to like put all the pieces together. Forgive me. My thoughts are elsewhere. What did I get? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to like... My brain is so jumbled right now. So, so is Hydaelyn like... Okay, so I know that the realm or the world that the kind of Warriors of Darkness came from was basically being like assaulted from too much light. Like that was their problem. Like the balance was tipping more towards the light side and causing kind of like a calamity. So they came to our world through the help of the Ascians to kind of like bring more darkness, to kind of like counterbalance the light from their realm. But in doing so, that would kind of like plunge our world into darkness and like just kind of tip the balance on our world to like help their world, if that makes sense. So what it sounds like is Hydaelyn is... This is where I feel like I'm getting it wrong. Is Hydaelyn sending Minfilia to their world to go like absorb the light to kind of like rebalance things, and in doing so that will kind of like repower Hydaelyn? That's where I feel like I'm kind of like confused. Because it sounds like Minfilia is going away somewhere else, right? Or like Hydaelyn is sending her off to go somewhere else. She's going to help, but they didn't really say how. Yeah, I think kind of how I understood it is that how is, you know, somehow or some way, Minfilia is going to go and like kind of rebalance the Warrior of Darkness's realm. I'm assuming through like kind of absorbing the light, maybe? That's how I kind of like understood things. But if I'm kind of like vaguely familiar. Okay, they didn't say how, so don't worry about it too much. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. But kind of like the big thing to take out of that is Hydaelyn sent Minfilia to go take the Warriors of Darkness back to their world and try to like regain balance. So Hydaelyn is like light. Like she is the representation and manifestation of light. And then Zodiark is darkness. Now ideally there needs to be a balance between darkness and light. But it sounds like Zodiark is trying to tip the scales more towards the darkness side. Is Hydaelyn trying to go for like balance then? Because like Hydaelyn doesn't want like too much light, right? Like she's not like a, I'm not gonna say like evil, but she's not like an entity that wants to like bring absolute light, right? She's kind of like for a balance, even though she represents light. Does that make sense? It's like I kind of jumbled up things. It's also kind of how I'm understanding things in my head. Because then, oh, I didn't mean to skip that. My apologies. Because then I don't know if it's like the Ascians as a whole or like a subsect of the Ascians or like a different kind of organization entirely. But I remember them mentioning like keepers of balance. So people in charge of kind of keeping the balance of darkness and light across the realms. But I'm assuming the Ascians are just kind of for darkness. They are like disciples of Zodiark. But there's also like Eldebus, or like whatever his name is, who wears like a white robe. So I don't know. There's so much stuff going on. We'll just kind of read dialogue and we'll kind of like uncover things. But I feel like I kind of like vaguely understand what just happened. I just kind of more like the finer details. I feel like there's just so much stuff to like learn and so many different moving parts. It's kind of hard to keep track of everything. Leave them to me. I'll go back to Zaharak and secure them. The Demolisher will still be in disarray after the thrashing the Warriors of Darkness gave them. Okay, you don't think? Okay, that's good to know then. That's good to know. So I don't really need to like overthink it or kind of feel like I'm missing stuff. They are not like to notice the lone bard skulking about. But Thancred, you don't have to do this, I know, but I want to. I will see you at the Rising Stones. I feel like Thancred needs some alone time. Yeah, I feel like generally, like, even though the story is kind of somewhat convoluted with all the moving parts, all like the little bits and pieces, and I like the overarching, like, this is what you should know, is very like clear to understand. I feel like they do a very good job about kind of like saying like, okay, here's like the very big things, understand this, and then here's all the little stuff that's not super important. Yeah, gotcha. I should go and find Eden Papalimo. They must have finished searching the master's camp by now. Not that it matters anymore. You must be tired, Plunko. I know I am. If thou will permit me, my lady, I would ask a question. When didst thou become aware of mine independent pursuits? Independent pursuits. That's a great way for saying you were a spy. When I saw you meeting with the Warrior of Darkness in the Ascian in White, the Great Library. I try not to think the worst. You've never been one to confide in others, so I knew that even were your intentions pure, you would not share your plans with us until you felt the time was right. But I cannot deny that a part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. Okay, so that's why she's kind of so hesitant to tell us of like Oryanje's dealings. It's because she kind of still trusted that he was still doing things for good. Would that there had been another way. Now that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and that these sins will forever weigh heavy on my heart. I understand why you did what you did. Not that you but sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not many would have the courage to make that choice. Also, kind of sounds like Urianger knew of Minfilia's like sacrifice, or at least kind of had like a hand in it. But even knowing what came of your actions, I find I cannot condone them. I'm sorry. Blanco, forgive me, but I believe the events of the day have taken their toll on me. Yeah, same. I should like to rest for a while. If thou wilt grant me leave, I would gladly escort thee unto a refuge of thine own choosing. Once my lady hath regained her strength, we should join thee at the Rising Stones. Until then, warrior flight. Oh boy. Alright, Papa Limo, let's see what you're up to. I also kind of feel like it alluded to that like Minfilia isn't necessarily gone for good. It sounds like she may still come back. Yeah, it's just all very interesting. Also, I will say too that like I really thought the Warriors of Darkness would like be around for a little while longer. They seem like a kind of they're only partook in like a very small part of the story. So I kind of feel like we might see them again at some point. It's because I feel like they're such good characters only kind of show in like such small content, but who knows? I mean, like Moon Breeda, for example, we only saw her for a little bit. There's been a lot of characters we've only kind of seen for like short little stints here and there and never really come back again. I guess like Minfilia too, like we only really saw her for Realm Reborn and then she's now kind of gone. Also, was it Gryatia in the Crystal Tower questline? He kind of disappeared too. Okay, to it seemed the Griffin's double was telling the truth. Insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the mass camp, did you perchance find one in Zaharak? Or is it Zaharak? Actually. Oh god, we have to tell them what just happened. That's right. Oh yeah, they don't even know about Minfilia either. I don't believe it. The crystals, Minfilia, all of it. It's just... I don't know what it is. I sympathize, Ida. Even now I struggle to comprehend that which I saw. The only thing I can say with certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. It was bittersweet, but also affirming. Alphino, I believe it is past time Ida and I rejoin the Scions. We've been away for far too long. Though I am loath to leave the Griffin to his own devices, I feel our investigation would be fit from your more dispassionate perspectives, and I hope that we might, in turn, offer our own opinions on the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. It's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. We should be glad to recount them, and Tataru's tales may well surprise you. Yeah, Tataru can make you guys new outfits. You guys can get some new clothing. Ida, Ralka be praised, it is you. Ida, alive and sitting here before me, in the flesh. I can hardly believe my eyes. Is this her dad? Oh, come now. Has it really been so long you don't remember me? It's Gundabald. I fought alongside your father in the revolution. Oh, friend of father. Do not think less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us separate ways, but the resistance were always welcomed in Little Alamigo. It gave us hope, and young Ida most of all. Ida here was always full of fire, ever the first to volunteer for a mission, until a day she came up and vanished, that is. There were rumors and we feared the worst, but there you are, alive and well, looking nary a day older. Well, what can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, but you see, I I got involved with my friends here at the Scions, so sorry. We all were still in Circle of Knowing back then, right. And anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you, but it was all very secretive stuff at the time, and as you can see, I'm completely fine. I know we've got a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now I've got to hurry back to the headquarters. My friends are expecting me. Sounds like she got quite the history. Pray forgive her. It's been a very long day for all of us. I promise we will visit again at the first opportunity. Let us return to the Rising Stones. Hells, take me for giving you that mask. Oh, giving Ida the mask? Maybe that's why she's using to kind of like hide from Megan's. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick little break. Just a few minutes. Go take a breather. Use the restroom. Go grab some more water. So I'll be right back. Yeah, just a few minutes. We'll go like sit in a chair or something. Go like take a little break. Oh, no, I can't. Hold on. Get in the chair. Get in the chair. Okay, hold on. I want to go for like a nice... I feel like the Warrior of Light needs like a nice like seat somewhere. Will you auto sit in the chair though? I was trying to like actually like sit in the chair. Hold on. Let's go back to this. Amazing. Oh, absolutely amazing. Okay. We're in Tataru's old seat. Alright, we'll take a little break. I'll be right back. Thank you for letting me know about that. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what awaits at the Rising Stones. Oh, I'm at the Waking Sands. I am not in the right place. Okay. Hold on, guys. I got the address wrong. I apologize. Well, I'll be on my way. Sorry about that. Oops. Oh, there's a quest here. Oh, this is for probably like a Nidhogg, like extreme version. I'll grab that after I finish all of this. I feel like a far more pressing matters to attend to. You needn't say a word, Plunko. I know. Wherever she wanders, no matter how far, she will always be with us. Is there anybody else to talk to? When you think about it, we have accomplished quite a lot in recent days, have we not? Yeah, that's for sure. I feel like more stuff has happened within the past couple, like, days in game than, like, oh man, it's been a lot. Though there are, of course, some few regrets for missed opportunities. We were unable to deal with Ilberd and the Braves once and for all, for example. Yeah, I feel like Ilberd will come back at some point, probably in Stormblood. Anybody else to talk to? No, I imagine everybody's probably like inside. But yeah, I feel like kind of the past like events in this game have been like just crazy, just non-stop, like massive stuff. Welcome home, Plunko. I trust your journey was uneventful. You will be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals and sent word a short while ago. Once he delivered them to safely into the Temple Knight's care, he will rejoin us here, and we can declare this matter officially resolved. While awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Y'shtola and Kral and brief them on all that has occurred. I also request that they return to the Rising Stone at their earliest convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem meet to discuss the future. Yeah, I feel like everybody needs to be together. We all need to be in the same room. Whew, oh boy.
Back in the solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbraider.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be. Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts. And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
That's a good pair. I think Kral and Y'shtola is a good Good combo.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
We would love to have you stay.
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
We need more Lalafels. I just realized. Now there's 4
I trust you
Lalafels.
to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before.
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
So it seems like everybody's kind of splitting up and doing their own thing now. I mean, they're still Scions, but they're kind of like going off on their own, like little adventures and.
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities.
So just me and Alphino together again.
That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable, and we've always got him to keep us from bickering. But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Well then, Alfie, I for my part shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru. And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
Yeah, exactly. What now for the Warrior of Light? A nap? Like a vacation would be fitting. No, we gotta say a new adventure. What else? I do like this one to strive for those we have lost, those we can yet save. But it's just like a little somber though. Like I just want to go like kind of uplifting. Yeah, it's like a new chapter in the Silence history. We gotta start new adventures. We got work to do. I like that. Seems very like, you know, Warrior of Light.
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
Ooh, this feels like the end of Heavensward. Is there still more left? I feel like this is kind of... Is this the end? Look at them, Plunko. The Silence of the Dawn. Look how far we've come. The people we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome, all of it has made us who we are today. Where we go from here and what the future holds, only the 12 know. But I know that we will find out together. The ending to mark a new beginning. It's so nice to everybody together. I love like all the Scions, even Arianje. I love him too. They're all great. Such like unique personalities and just.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life,
My friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me.
Oh, okay.
Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand.
So if I remember, like, it's just a very powerful conduit for ether, right? That's kind of what the staff fragment is.
Thank you. I shall guard it well.
Bye, Papa Limo.
there is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
I feel like I don't know who these two are, but I feel like there's I don't know. I guess we'll just read. Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. The coming battle shall be our greatest yet, and I intend to stand with you in all that glorious day. It's not Ilberd, right? Okay, well, there's I knew that they were talking about the Ascians. I already knew that. True believers are so readily led. I have given them everything they desired, all for which they have prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your pawns. It's what you wanted then. Was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host to surfeit of light or dark, the world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with great interest. I'm assuming her emissary is Minfilia. As for the pawns who you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift, which I do now present to you. Those are the eyes. I knew at the moment we threw those eyes off the bridge, I knew somebody was gonna go and find them. The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered, but by your deeds, you have proven yourself the most deserving. Like, I knew that just throwing them off a bridge isn't the best way to destroy them. A man of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in whose breast beats a heart which thirsts for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield these eyes, for weal or for woe. But who is this, though? I mean, it could be Ilberd. Because it's kind of reason why he turned on, like, Raubon was because he felt like he wasn't doing enough for Alamigo. So was here all along. Oh, what's this dude's name? It's Wesker. I always called him Wesker from Resident Evil, but I forget his name. Oh yeah, Nero, that's right. Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are gonna have so much fun. Well, I don't like what he's up to. I feel like another Allegan monstrosity is bound in the horizon. Oh yeah, we can go a little wind-up Moon Burrito. Totaro has a request for you. Ah, Plunko, just the hero I wanted to see. Would you mind doing me a small favor? I need you to meet with me at Diamond Forge. It won't take long, I promise. Man, how much more is left in Heavensward? I feel like this is going on forever. Not that it's a bad thing, but just more and more stuff. I'm ready for Stormblood. I'm ready for what's next. Yay. I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties, but as I said, this won't take long. I just need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments. Is she gonna make me an outfit? Oh. What's happening? I don't like that smile. Right, everyone. Ready to go to work? No squirming now. Oh, and you might want to close your eyes. Totaro, what are you doing? Oh god. What is happening? Do I get my own, like, Silence outfit? Oh, wait, what happened? There, all finished. Oh, this is measurements. The Warrior of Light's every measurement from heroic head to intrepid toe. Well, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time, Plunko. All in good time. What are you up to? Ah, I found you. Alphino wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. I don't know what it's about, but he seems to think it was very important. Go on, we have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting. Another meeting. Interesting.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Orianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts.
Oh,
Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Is that all? Well, then the decision seems clear.
Would it not just be Alphonal?
No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention.
Was it not your intention,
As my tenure
Alphonal?
as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Yeah, I guess his confidence is kind of like shook after
Should none of our numbers step
the
forward,
swords.
must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede he might struggle to balance his new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Yeah, it can't be me.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Oh my goodness! Help! I need some help here!
Oh no. Oh, please don't be bad.
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Nargo! God, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her.
Nago?
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Not me, the white mage? You don't want to entrust that task to me?
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I love Ida's
I'm
voice
sorry,
actor is
Ida.
really good too.
I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, If there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I should depart for Lim-Solaminsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emeric and encourage him to send an envoy.
I gotta go see him again.
To Taru, Kryl, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed.
No mention of the eyes, though.
Let us be about our tasks.
So I guess nobody knows about that yet.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end. The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice. 'Twas Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied. And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
Okay, back to Ishgard. Go, find Sir Emeric. What is this one? There's like more quests here now. Ah. Excuse me, sorry about that. Huh. I guess I can do these after I finish with the MSQ right now. Towards the firmament? Okay. Should I do them now or should I wait? I guess I could probably wait. I think there'd be more like side quests though. I wonder like how important these are. Greetings, Warrior of Light. What business brings you to Ishgard? I see. Wait here, I will summon Emeric. It is good to see you, my friend. 'Tis but a pity it must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent you for some wine. But to business. I thank you for bringing these developments in Ala Mhigo to our attention. Ishgard will of course send an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make, not mine alone at any rate. Given the imminence of the threat, we will forego the formalities of a full assembly, but I will still need to consult my counterpart in the House of Commons prior to proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? I thank you. Our representative whom we select will require a suitable escort. Make preparations and inform Sir Handeloop that he is our lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. Plumco, pray accompany Lucia to the gates of judgment and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Fury speed you on your way. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the gates of judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. Maybe we'll just go do these quests right now. Just to kind of knock them out. Take a little break from the main story quest. Go see what they're about. Ascending to Imperium. Plumco, I've been waiting your return. You see, after you helped bring an end to the Dragonsong War, we have strived to rebuild the city, and thanks to the assistance of countless craftsmen, our efforts to restore the firmament to its former glory are finally complete. In fact, House Desmel assembled a team of masons so skilled and efficient that they were able to finish the construction of an entirely new quarter. Its name is Imperium, and it was created to serve as a residential district for adventurers from across the realm. No amount of description can truly convey its splendor, so I've asked Thorman to escort you there that you might see for yourself. Seek him out in the broom when you have a moment. Oh, is this like player housing for Ishgard? I guess that makes sense, like housing for adventurers. Probably just like player housing. It could be very cozy to have like a winter house in Ishgard. Oh my, 'tis the savior of Ishgard. Perchance you've had an interest in Imperium. If so, say no more. I shall escort you there myself. And fear not, the herald will surely be happy to answer any questions you may have. Yes. It's just like I want to like it, but it's just so gray. Like Ishgard, it just always looks so dull. It's really cool, but just being here for like such a long time, I don't know. It's all just kind of like looks a little dull and gray. Like I like the snow though, and seeing like the giant like spire in the background, like that's awesome. Like I would have a house here. Not that I have, not that I could ever get a house. They're kind of more like hypotheticals, or I wish, but it would be cool to have like a house and just see the spire in the background and like the snow falling. But I don't know. I think I prefer like a nicer area like Limsa, where it's a nice beach. Welcome to the Imperium. Our restoration efforts progressed. They eventually expanded to include the construction of this little taste of heavens on earth. We are indebted to countless adventurers such as yourself who helped bring about an end to the Dragonsong War. And as thanks, we wish to provide a space for you to call home here in Ishgard. Of course, we will still require a normal fee for any plots of land or apartments you purchase, but know that your guild will help us rebuild bigger and better than before. If you would like to hear more, please speak with the resident caretaker for further assistance. Where is that located? Oh, report back to him. Okay. I guess I could have an apartment. That is like a feasible thing. I think that's kind of attainable. So, Plunka, what you think of Imperium? I do hope it was to your liking. Given that our borders were closed for so long, I wonder what outsiders such as yourself might not take interest in this new district. But know that it is our sincerest wish that you and other noble souls will consider making Ishgard your new home. Yay. Okay, now what is this? I get some beet soup. Okay. I don't think I've had beet soup before. The notice reads, workers sought for the firmament reconstruction project. In small letters it continues, let it be known that large-scale reconstruction work aimed at revitalizing the Holy See of Ishgard have been approved by the House of Lords and Commons. Selected as the principal site for the project is the Firmament District, which sustained excessive damage during the war. Willing and able hands are now sought to contribute to the reconstruction efforts regardless of birth and origin. From those skilled in gathering from the land... Oh, is this like Ishgardian restoration? I feel like I've heard that before. Getting with their hands, these projects need great and diverse. Contributions are not going rewarded. Interested parties are invited to present themselves to the firmament. Okay. Yeah, I think this is like... So, I don't know if it's like a mini game or like a little side kind of activity, but I think this is for like crafting and gathering jobs. I remember people mentioning it in the past. Buddy, you're gonna... Can you lift that, dude? That's a big piece of rock. You're gonna like break your back. Oh, good lord. He's going like all like shoulders and back too. Oh, heavens. He hurt himself. Well met, friend. Answering the call of the firmament, are you? Wonderful, wonderful. Wait, I know you. You're the savior of Ishgard. Are you saying that you would contribute to the reconstruction project? Yes, I'm ready and willing. To think that a fabled hero such as you would help to rebuild our city, we are grateful beyond words. This is just one trifling matter. Do you perchance possess a work permit? It is required for non-Ishgardians, you see. Is that so? As I recall, you are a ward of House Fortlance, in which case perhaps an exception can be made. Alas, I don't have the authority to make such a decision. Well, I do, and I believe the permit can be overlooked in this case. Lord Overseer, that you should grace us again. Greetings, my friend. It has been quite a while indeed. I shouldn't be surprised if you've forgotten me. Yeah, I have no idea who you are. No, I haven't forgotten you. I totally remember. What if he's like, I've never met you before, I was just joking. Honored am I that you should remember me. Much and more has happened since first we met, at least of all the war's end in Ishgard's transformation. It feels like an age ago that you and Lord Hashafon saved me from a heretic's fate. You had proven your worth to me then. Even so, little did I expect that you would go and save the entire nation, or our entire nation. You are here to all of us, and no amount of words could express my gratitude. No, only through action could I begin to repay that debt. Thus did I resolve to do my part for Ishgard, that I might honor those noble souls who risked life and limb to protect the nation, souls such as you and Lord Oshafon. And so, when an overseer was being sought for the restoration project, I put forth my candidacy as a representative of my house. Our workshop and engineers could be put to good use, I reasoned. It was by no means unanimous, but the Furies saw fit to see me elected to the office. Honored am I for this opportunity to serve the nation, and to redeem House Halienart's good name. Owing to the contributions of artisans hailing from far and wide, we have accomplished our goal of rebuilding the district. However, we are still short-handed in the area of administration, on account of which I have been performing such odd tasks as I could. Which is what brings me here today. As a matter of fact, I'm about to go and serve our citizens in order to learn what they have envisioned for the firmament. If you can spare a moment, might I have the pleasure of your company? Well-traveled as you are, your opinions should be of great interest to me, and I believe folk would be more willing to share their thoughts with you. You have my gratitude. Without further ado, then, let us take ourselves to the Jeweler Cruiser. We are bound to find a diverse assortment of people there. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So where am I going? As the survey may take several minutes, you may wish to cancel any pending duty plan registration. Oh, okay. Wait for passerbys. It's gonna take several minutes. Hello. Well, well, I come here to get supplies for the watch, and what should I find but a familiar face? And if ain't a pretty lad you've got with you, Funko, and a high-barred one besides, you've done well for yourself. You know me, I always aim high. It's not what it looks like. Oh god. I'm teasing as all. Any road, it's good to see you, my friend. What brings you here? Lady Hilda, your reputation precedes you. As you may be aware, approval was recently passed for restoration of the firmament. In order to rebuild a district that best serves its residents, we would know what good citizens such as yourself envisioned for it. Will you not share with us your thoughts? Ah, so you're the one they appointed overseer. Well then, you won't mind if I speak freely. Now, this ain't hardly revolutionary, but I want the firmament to be a place where we can all make an honest living, where, if a man works hard enough, he can have a roof over his head and food in his belly. Aye, might be the war's over, but there's a lot of us that the struggle continues, same as afore. This sort of struggle blue buds will never know. I might be as the war. Oh, I just read that. Remember, Ishgard don't belong only to the higher and holy now. If the nation's to prosper, all our citizens need to prosper. Well, we must be getting on, but if you need any of guards, feel free to send word. If the coin's fair, I reckon we can come to an arrangement. We know who that is. That there is Lord Beardian. I had heard that he was traveling the realm in his capacity as a consulting inspector, but it appears he's returned to Ishgard. Like your good self, he is a well-traveled individual, and I should like to inquire after his opinion. Do you suppose we can beg a moment of his time? You there, the one with the spectacles. No. Now we meet again. Yeah, I did the Scholasticate questline, so I'm very familiar with Beardian and Ishgard. Well, if it isn't Plunko, I didn't expect to see you here. Busy as you have supposedly been of late. Lord Beardian, pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Francel de Hellenot, and I have been honored of overseeing the reconstruction of the firmament. It is known that you are intimately familiar with all of the city-states of Eorzea, and I should be much obliged for your insight. In your expert opinion, what is the one thing you believe that the firmament needs most? If a district is to thrive, then it must have a thriving economy. As I have oft observed in my travels, the flow of goods and people is the lifeblood to a city and should be encouraged. Ishgard has long been insular, but the recent changes present a great opportunity. Given the right planning, I am hopeful that ours may become a nation where no citizen lives in want. I bid you the very best in your endeavors, and should you have need of my investigative prowess, do not hesitate to call upon me by your leave. One other matter, Plunko. How fares your dim-witted friend? Still living a charmed life, no doubt, and somehow managing to solve cases despite his bumbling. He's doing very good. Hildebrand's great. He's currently in the air, flying somewhere. Actually, let us not speak of that imbecile. I feel my intellect draining away to simply think about him. Yeah, he's currently in the air, traveling to the next expansion. We'll see him, eventually. Ho there, old boy. My brave and dashing... All of these are so bad. Yeah, my brave and dashing Lord M. That'll get his attention. And there I thought a distressed damsel was crying out for the comfort of mine arms. You surely know how to get a man's hopes up, old boy. And if it isn't my dear Lord Francel, how fares your lovely sister? Has she perchance spoken of me of late? If Laniati has spoken of you, I fear it has not been with our conversations. Now, if I may change the subject, Lord M, you will have heard that the restoration of the firmament has commenced. Is there aught that you envisioned for the district? What I envisioned? I can't say I've given it much thought. Well, with the war finally come to an end, what isn't in order if not festivities? Yes, make the firmament into a festive place, I say. A place where one and all may engage in revelry each and every day. Beg pardons, my lord, but I believe Lord Francel seeks something more specific and, dare I say, constructive. No, the advice comes from the heart, and I shall take it to heart. You have my gratitude, Lord M. Always a pleasure to aid a fellow man. Now then, we must be on our way. Take care, Plunko, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Oh, and Lord Francel, do send your fondest regards to your sister. Tell her how very helpful I was. Yes, that's good. Oh god. See, he hasn't changed much. Well, I dare say we have spoken with enough people. Shall we conclude the surveying and review what we have learned? Thanks to your presence, we're able to hear the diverse variety of opinions. Each one has merit. The question is whether the visions can be made reality. No, no, such pessimism will not serve. I must have faith and try my earnest best. Now then, for all this talk of the firmament, you haven't even seen it, have you? Would you care to inspect it with me? I'll be there for a while hence, so please join me at your leisure. Bomblin by the entrance will show you to the district. Oh, and when you see the man, would you mind giving him this? 'Tis bone-chilling work, standing there as he does, and it is a little something to keep him warm. That's nice of you. I could easily hand it to him, to be sure, but it would be all the more warming coming from the savior of Ishgard. With that, I shall go on ahead. See you in the firmament, my friend. It's nice being called the savior of Ishgard. Getting the, you know, proper thanks I deserve. Okay, oh, back to Foundation. Yes. Back to the broom. Still going at it, dude. Still trying to lift that rock. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Welcome back, my lord. Will you be heading to the firmament? From the Lord Overseer, you say? He truly is too kind. Before I begin working under Lord Francel, I had thought as little of highborns as I assumed they thought of us commoners. My lord not only treats everyone as equal, but shows kindness to everyone. And to receive this gift from the hands of the Savior of Ishgard himself, I am touched beyond words. Thank you, my lord. I shall enjoy the wine when I find a quiet moment. Now then, I believe Lord Francel is expecting you in the firmament. Just say the word and I'll show you through. Oh wow, this is crazy. I didn't realize it'd be so big. Skybuilder, Kupo of Fortune, Trader. Can I just teleport everywhere? Oh yeah, like I have it all unlocked immediately. That's nice. Collectible appraisal. Oh, I probably can't talk to anybody right now until I finish the quest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all just kind of like job based, like crafting and gathering stuff. There you are, Plunko. I bid you welcome to the firmament. I love like all the Easter stuff too. I'm assuming this is Easter stuff, right? Or is this just how it always looks? I guess they're just kind of balloons, not eggs. As you can see, the building itself is complete. This is but the beginning. However, we must now turn our attention to the running of the district. We have much and more to do, but speaking of the people who have stoked the fires of my determination, I want to make the firmament into a vibrant, thriving district where highborn and lowborn alike may live side by side in harmony. Yet I belong, were I to say the task does not daunt me. There is a limit to what I can achieve, especially given House Halienart's diminished influence. Have I come at a bad time? Count Edmont. To what do we owe the honor? Lest you forget, I'm the Count de Fortams, no more, just a retired old man. As for my presence here, I am reported that Plunko was in Ishgard, and I thought I would make a social call. You will forgive my eavesdropping, but it seems the reconstruction project is not immune to the uncertainty that has accompanied our nation's transition to the Republic. Plunko, I am given to understand that the other nations have established residential districts for adventurers' use. Is that true? I wish I had a house in one. Yeah, I've heard of such places. You guys have one, too. Districts specifically for adventurers' use, where they might possess their own abode. Intriguing. The truth is, our nation is divided by a gulf. While the redistribution of wealth may go some ways towards closing this gulf, it shall not lead to true independence for the masses. We must ask ourselves, in this new age in which we live, What role should each one of us play? In pondering this dilemma, we believe that we may draw inspiration from adventurers in their independent lives. Independent lives? If we were to translate this to the firmament, might it not assume the form of self-administration? Wait, so is that what the firmament is? Is building the Imperium? Like the housing district? It seems you have found a spark. In which case, this old man's ramblings have served their purpose. I shall pray for your success, Lord Francel. Your words are as a beacon in the dark, my lord. Thank you. Well, Plumko, you seem to be preoccupied at the present, so I'll leave you to your tasks. But when next we meet, I hope you be regaled from your recent adventures. As ever, House Fortom's Manor is at your disposal should you ever need a rest. I guess this place does look like the same layout as the housing district. You're done talking, Francel, because I'm itching to meet your hero friend. Yes, forgive me for the wait. Plumka, permit me to introduce you to Ajabert, formerly an engineer of our house. Now he serves as the project's chief foreman. It is thanks to his leadership on site that I am able to focus my energies on the administrative aspects of the reconstruction. Francel told me all about you, Plumko. First you saved the whole bleeding nation, and now you're helping us rebuild it brick by brick. What can I say except it's great to have you on board? If you have any questions about the work, I'd be happy to field them. Just save the tedious stuff like the budget for Francel, eh? Speaking of which, if you can spare another moment, my friend, I should like to consult you on some administrative matters. With all the little tasks demanding my time, I cannot always be present on site, but I endeavor to visit as often as possible, and I hope to see you often too. Oof, that's so much reading today. You now have access to the firmament. An option has been added to teleport there from the Foundation Aetherytes. Speak with Abish to learn how you can contribute to the recharge. Okay. Oh, so much going on. I think I'm good with this now. Let's just kind of go back to the main story quest. Although it might be nice to take like a little break. Maybe do a dungeon. Just to kind of like do something different. Oh, here's probably the quest for it as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do a dungeon real quick, or like a trial. Just kind of, I don't know, take a little break from reading dialogue. I kind of really want to do Containment Bay, but I don't know if I can find a group for it. Look at that. Oh, I'm still in level sync. That's why. Oh, I got so excited. I don't think I can do this solo. I do need to find a group for this. 16 minutes, really? Oh, man. 16 minutes. Maybe a normal raid. Let's try that. There you go. That's instant. We can do an Alexander raid. That'd be fun. I do enjoy those a lot. The Cup of the Father. Oh, like a little Lalafell. Where'd they get that hood? I love that. Can I like inspect them? Hold on. Where'd you get that hood? I love that. That reminds me of Kryle's hood, but I feel like Kryle's hood's only it's only on like the The store. I love this song so much. Makes me smile every time. I love the Alexander raids. They're so good. I love all of them. Oh, I should wait for the rest of the party. Hey, that was fun. That was nice. Oh, nice little break. Yeah, I love the Alexander raids so much. The music, like the fights. I could just do them on replay forever. They're so good. Okay, I do want to get back to the main story quest. Just take a little bit of a break. Wait for the Gates of Judgment, which is over here. Okay. We meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as Ishgard's envoy. I mean, that makes most sense. Whenever like all of the leaders of Eorzea are summoned, it's always like the actual leaders themselves, not like an envoy. I conceded that there was ever really any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Be that as it may, I could not in good conscience make the decision alone. Not with the ink scarce dry and the public's... Wow, let me try that again. Not with the ink scarce dry and the Republic's book of statutes. Or statuses. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. If in the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would say the garrison is ready to defend the border. Makes sense. There's so many quests around here. Oh my god. The garrison commander waits within. Why not accompany Plunko? You may see a familiar face. What? Plunko, old boy, how wonderful to see you. And Sir Emmerich too. To what do I owe the unexpected pleasure? I will have some mulled wine brought from the kitchens at once. You'll excuse... Nay, do not trouble yourself, Honorable. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. I guess this is where, like, Entrefont was before. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as natural as breathing to a Garl, to an Imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Franco in the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Dang, I'm moving up in the world. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm. I am very surprised. You and me both, old boy. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. Oh, the giant picture of him too. This game loves reminding me of sad events. Yes, we can play the hand we're dealt. And with a little help from veterans and Honorat ceaseless chidings, I'm sure I'll muddle through. So worry not, old boy. Off to Gridania with you. I guess we're just going straight to Gridania. Okay. diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find that I am enraptured by the Black Shroud's beauty now as when I first laid eyes upon it. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendors of the forest. It seems we are to have an escort to the Lotus Stand. A pleasant place to discuss some pleasant matters, is it not? Yes, of course. 'Tis like that we are the last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? Body Seller? That is an interesting name. Alright. The envoy from Ishgard has arrived. Very good. This way if you... Ah, and the limousine party as well. I had hoped to slip in unnoticed, but I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Emmerich. Admiral, always a pleasure. And Plumko, I trust you are well. 'Tis a day for reunions, it seems. I believe very well acquainted with my escorts. I am, yeah. Yaguri. Master Plumko, I was glad to hear from you that the missing silence have now been found. Yeah, I'm surprised that she just kind of like disappeared for a while. Now she's back. There is much and more I would discuss with you. But let us first attend to the issue at hand, shall we? I kind of assumed that Yaguri would be like a member of the Scions and like kind of join us full time. It seems like he kind of got relegated to other duties.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Seedseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
I feel like it's good that Sir Emmerich came.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift. There is much to be done.
That was a quick little conversation. I like how Merweb showed up and didn't even say anything. He just like arrived, like stood there for probably about like 2 minutes and then left.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defences seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
Okay. That the Council was able to reach its court so swiftly is a heartening development in itself. I only hope my misgivings will prove unfounded. Ah, good, you have yet to depart. I fear I'd missed you. Sir Emmerich. Master Alphino, a pleasure as always. And Mistress Alise, how wonderful to see you thus recovered. Pardon the interruption. I had hoped to thank Plunko for serving as our escort before other duties called him away. I also wish to thank our Doman ally. Nope. It's like behind a tree. Forgive me, my lord. I was but awaiting an opportunity to join the conversation. And force of habit made me keep to the shadows. No apologies are necessary, Mistress Yugiri. I was most grateful for your introduction when I offered Ishgard support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance's pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance leaders were plenty unprepared for my impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not for your timely offer for cooperation, which allowed the Elder Seeds here to accept us both. I very much appreciate the gesture. I only did my duty, Sir Emmerich. The Empire is an enemy to us all, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. And full glad we are to have you. But convey my regards to Silence. My friends, we must return to Ishgard. Whatever is wrong with a simple sorry or thank you? Must these politicians always make a speech out of everything? That is how we adults speak, dear sister. Oh god, Alpha, no, don't say that. Perhaps the one who liked the sound of their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Revenant's Toll, Yugiri? Actually, I think I'll first pay a visit to the East Shroud. I'm curious to know how Paplimo and Ida fared in their talks with the Sylphs. Not to mention what has been going on in Belsar's Wall. I will join you at the Rising Stones anon. Welcome back, Plunko. I don't know what about you, but I'm utterly glad, or hardly glad, that all the talking is over. I understand these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to have to weigh every word before you speak? I doubt I would find at home in the realm of politics. That's what we have Alphino for. That said, people have been known to change, and my brother is willing to run his own errands. Anything is possible. Okay, I'm getting pretty tired. It's been a very long day in Final Fantasy, so I'm probably gonna call it there for today. But thanks so much for watching as always. I really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed. And thanks to everybody who stuck around from the raid as well. I really appreciate that. So I'll be stopping there for today. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I'll be back on either Monday or Tuesday of next week for more Final Fantasy. So I hope you all enjoy your weekend, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.